My name is Natansh and I have made movie review sentiment analysis for my summer 2016 project under the supervision of Dr. Prasad Singh Rana, Assistant Professor, Thapade University, Patiala. Let's have a look at the presentation first. So something about Thapade University. Thapade University is one of the most reputed colleges in the north of India. Background and scope of the project. So what is sentiment analysis? The general problem for sentiment analysis is categorizing of sentiment. When a statement is given to sentiment analysis algorithm, it looks to the statement and tries to tell whether the statement has positive sentiment or negative sentiment. It does so by looking at the positive words in the statement and negative words in the statement. So why use sentiment analysis? Sentiment analysis has been extremely useful in the past. Like Obama administration used sentiment analysis to gauge public opinion to policy announcements and campaign messages ahead of 2012 presidential election. And another was a case with a company called Expedia. It found out that its new advertisement has garnered a lot of negative sentiment and it finally changed that advertisement. So sentiment analysis has been very useful, and general shift in sentiment on social media have shown to correlate with shifts in the stock market as well. So let's have a look at how my project works. First of all, the movie review data from Internet Movie Database IMDb is taken, and that movie review data is tokenized. Tokenization means breaking a paragraph into words. After breaking it into words, the words which have no sentiment are removed. Those are called stop words, like the words they, them, themselves, etc. are removed. Then the reviews are vectorized, made into a string of zeros and ones, and a training model is trained on them, supervised learning model. After training that model, we can use that model to predict the sentiment of different sentences. So techniques used and tools used. Python was used as the programming language to implement machine learning algorithm. Natural language processing toolkit was used to process and tokenize the data. Support vector machine is the main model to classify the sentiments in this project, and scikit-learn library was used to implement those support vector machines. So let's have a look at what is a support vector machine. Support vector machine tries to draw a line through positive and negative data. Consider this. Consider the red as the negative data and blue as the positive data. So what SVM tries to do is draw a hyperplane through in the middle of the that data. Right? It tries to bisect it, and this is what the linear kernel does. There are many different type of kernels. Maybe polynomial kernel would have drawn a circle like this, and Gaussian kernel would have drawn a circle like this. Could have been more irregular as well. So after this line has been drawn, that is, our model has been trained. When a new sentence is given to a SVM, it tries to determine on what side of the line the new statement lies. If it lies below the line, it would be given as positive sentiment. If it lies above the line, it will be told as of negative sentiment. So this is how SVM works. So this project has taught me many things, like how various machine learning models works, and how to implement those models, and how to choose those models. Like SVM is used for sentiment analysis, and neural networks for image processing, etc., and resolving various problems like regularization, when to apply regularization, when to increase the feature set, when to decrease the feature set. Of course, I learned about natural language processing toolkit and formatting and cleaning data as well, and various aspects of Python programming language. Thank you. Now let's have a look at the project itself. So this is the GUI, and here I have a positive review. I take this review, feed it into the, and it comes out to be positive. So model seems to be working well here. And here I have a negative review, and this comes out as negative sentiment. So model seems to be working all right. Let's input something ourselves. I like this movie. This comes out to be positive. I don't like this movie. This comes out to be negative. Let's have some programming. Let's have a look at some programming. So this is here I use NLTK tokenizer to tokenize the data. You removed stop words, removed punctuation marks, chose the words having frequency greater than 280 to train our model, and finally the model was trained. After training the model was picked, and that is the model we are having a look at now. And the training data was taken from ai.stanford.edu. Training data was in this format. As you can see, it is completely unformatted. So all this was done so the formatting was done using NLTK tokenizer. Thank you for having a look at my project. For more information, please have a look at the description.